Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sketchaday Live. It's been a minute. Been spotty, but I'm here. I'm here. Um, Busy as always, but it's good to be back. Thanks for joining. We are live on, let's see, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Twitch.tv/Sketchaday, I believe. If you wanna, it's just easy to find me. If I'm live, I'm easy to find. It's all good. It's all good. All right, let's kick things off. Thank you. Hey, Tom. What's up? Hello, Jaden. Thank you to the channel members and patrons as always. Thank you for your support. All these, I guess it's been over a year. Thank you for all the support over the last few months. Oh, you're about to sleep. I know. It's a little bit later than usual, but I was busy. I will be streaming in the morning tomorrow though. So next week I'll be in Chicago actually, Wednesday through Friday. So we'll probably do Fan Saturday, is my guess. All right, so that'll be next week. But we're here right now. That's what matters. Hello, Maria. Bob, what's up? Good evening, all. Like I said, a little bit later. I'm gonna keep it tight. I'm gonna try and do 3 sketches today. I already made a list. The theme for this week is nostalgia, vintage, old. So I'm gonna do a radio, a hot rod, and then maybe a wild card, something else, a shack. I don't know, something old. I'll figure it out. All right. So that'll be the deal. So let's get started. I feel rusty. Shouldn't feel rusty, but I feel a little rusty. All right. It's got the overhead here going. This is some of the music I made, by the way. FYI. I know some of you have been asking, what are you doing? What music are you making? Can I hear it? This is some of it. All right, let's start off with some lines. I'm using some paper I used before. To be efficient here and not wasteful, certainly. So start with some straight lines, some circles. After the stream, I gotta play Minecraft with my kiddos. That's what we're doing. Let's get some circles in. I am going to be using pen and paper, markers, all the old school stuff. No worries, wee Bob. I understand. You can catch the replay. Life's been busy but good. I've been a little bit anxious lately. I don't know why. But also feeling a little bit off, admittedly. But I should be okay. Alright, let's get these circles done. Trying to think anything interesting happened this week. I want to stay on the positive news. Positive news is lots of negative things happening for sure. Thanks, wee Bob. Remember that like button. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's trying to stay positive, and man, there's always something terrible happening, it seems. But we gotta stay positive. All right, let's do some ellipses here. I guess I could just do all hot rods, but I want to do like an old school radio, make a marker rendering of it. Thought that would be fun. Like one of those Art Deco 50s, 60s radios or contraptions, maybe a jukebox, I don't know. That would be fun. Hello, Don. I know, my kids, they had me play Fortnite a couple times, and I was like, I never thought I would be that dad who was like, I can't play games with you today, or whatever. Some of these games nowadays, I'm just like, I do not want to. So I'll do like just a little bit of Minecraft, not too much. Also, the other reason things are kind of spotty is, let's see, Tuesday and Wednesday, my internet was spotty. And I don't know, it might cut out tonight. We've had some inclement weather here. And so for the last 2 days, the internet's been touch and go. Looks like everything's okay right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if it just died. Difficult to remember to reach into that toolbox. Absolutely. 1 a.m. here and here on YouTube. Well, I'm glad you are. I'm glad you're. I won't go too long. I'll just keep it tight. We'll keep it tight and short. Hello to those watching on the Facebook. We got a couple comments. Tyler and Michael, what's up? I'm not as responsive on other platforms, but I try to be somewhat responsive on YouTube. All right, so I'm gonna do. At least I have an idea of what this looks like. Let's see. All right, cool. I have a general idea. I'm going to use marker paper, though. Hello, bonds. Bonds. So I'm just going to start with general shape here. Man, I haven't been sketching a lot of products lately, so this feels a little bit weird. I've been sketching, but doing some other projects for peeps. Been working on a bit of logo design for one, and some video stuff in the background for another client. So feels a little bit weird, but it's good to be doing some products here. All right, so I'm just gonna add some ribs to this product because why not? Definitely, I think a wood texture would be also nice here, being somewhat non-specific with these ribs. I should be a bit more careful, but whatever. Whatevs. All right, so a little bit of line weight, and I think I can salvage this enough. Enough that I'm playing a trick on your eyes. It's like follow the line and see where it goes. And then you realize, oh, it actually doesn't go where it should. But it doesn't matter. I mean, it does ultimately, but you know what I mean. I hope you do, anyways. All right, so maybe some sort of circular dial thing here. We can make the chrome. We'll do some wood. Just making this funky. The theme this week is nostalgia, so a little bit of a nostalgia inspired radio here. Hello, Vasisht. I'm back. Hello, Kayla. Applejacks, welcome. All right, so I do want to make this wood, I think, and then here I'm gonna have probably a little dial of some sort. Something like this. And I'm going to recess front of the radio. But yes, when it rains, it pours, or at least in Utah, it snows. It's been snowy today. I know, right? End of April, snowy. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. All right, let's find an example of a dial here for this radio. Maybe something like so. Just some quick and easy graphics. Nothing major. Keep it simple. I guess these need some sort of antenna, or maybe not. Probably do. Probably do. Did you all grow up listening to radio? I did. I have many fond memories of listening to the radio while my mom would be kind of just working in the kitchen or just working. I say in the kitchen because she used to kind of run a cottage kitchen, baked goods, sell to people. That was fun. I mean, clearly I enjoyed it. I'm a little fluffy. Clearly I enjoyed it. Clearly. All right, so I'm going to make this wood. That's why I'm leaving it as is right there. And then the rest of the radio, I think we can do maybe like a gray or baby blue. Baby blue would be fun. Just have to find the right blue. That's okay. Let's just B003. I'm using my cheap markers, so whenever I use these, I kind of have to test a little bit and see what works. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, see this 203, 205 seems like it'll be intense. I can probably use the 203. Do I remember any of you? What do you mean? Yes, Vasish, I've been making some new music here and there. What do you mean by do I remember any of you? Of course I do. Do you remember me? It's the better question. Yeah, I like this blue. I think the blue works nicely, so let's go ahead and shade the sides here. So with markers, sometimes when you don't have multiple markers, you can just wait till it dries a little bit and kind of hit the same spot, which is what I'm doing here. If I can find one that works nicely with this blue, I'll go ahead and use it from a different brand or something. Let's see, maybe this PB. Yeah, this actually works. PB9. It's a little bit dark here. And the goal being, I want to create some shadow on these surfaces that are away from the light. Now, if you're not using marker paper, you can't really hit your paper as much as I am here without causing some significant problems. Meaning this paper doesn't bleed through. Okay, so no matter how much I'm shading here, the color is not bleeding through to the back. All right. All right. But yeah, Vasish. New tunes. DJ Spence. DJ Sketch. All right. This was a fun beat to make because I was able to play with some filters to create that pulsing beat in the background. And then I had this like vocal plugin. That was pretty fun. But yeah, the theme today, or this week rather, is nostalgia. If you don't know what I mean by theme, we have a Discord, sketchaday.com/Discord. And if you want to participate, you can. That is where you can post. I'm gonna make this brass, but you can post your work, and then on Friday, at least this week, Friday, most weeks normally, I'll go ahead and feature your work, share some stuff, give you some feedback. Still, I don't know if Tom's still watching, but every time I stream and then I remember, oh shoot, I told Tom to do this thing. But we're gonna try and figure out how to do, not try and figure out, we know how to do it, but I just need to set it up. A more interactive feedback session where you can kind of share your work, get some live feedback. So that is the plan. All right, let's see here. Let's make some wood grain. If what I do is a little bit confusing, you can actually check out my YouTubes. I've got a video, actually. Got a video on wood grain with markers, so you can check that out. Let's see. Actually, I've got 2. That is crazy. I've got 2 of these. Boom. 2 options for you. I'm going to post them in the chat here. All right, Wee Bob. Good night. Yes, Ohuhu markers, Applejacks, and Bianyo. Both marker brands are what I'm using. All right, so there's one on wood grain. Here is another. If you're using markers, this stuff applies to digital sketching too, though. So I don't feel like, well, he's using markers, so none of this applies. It does actually apply. All right, so I have this thing where when I'm using a marker, I like to kind of outline the area. I don't know if it's just mental, but it seems to help me. So I'm just gonna outline this, and I don't mind the streaks on the marker because it is wood grain, all right? That's what I'm going for. So normally if I were shading with marker, I would try and minimize the overlap as much as possible, but I don't mind. All right, so maybe something like that to start with. Don't worry, we'll get the chrome in too. What's my favorite material to draw? I like drawing chrome. Chrome is probably my favorite thing to draw. All right, so for the wood grain, same marker, I'm just going to create these wood grain lines. So if you take some time to just look at wood grain, how it looks, you'll kind of notice. Medullary ray is the wrong word, but it's the lines that result from the rings in the tree as it grows. And so I'm just trying to, now with another marker here, bring some of these lines out. All right, so again, notice the pattern I'm trying to create here. Now, with a marker anyways, and for me, I'm not trying to create like an exact representation of wood. Like I don't need someone to look at this and go, that's walnut. Like that doesn't matter to me. It's just more, okay, does it look kind of like wood? Cool. It does. Awesome. Nice work. High five. You get a pat on the back and a gold star. All right. I'm going to jump back to this other marker now. Just kind of blend up. All right, something like that. And then now I got to pick out this color. So I said I like chrome, so why not? Although this is like brass, so maybe I'll continue with the brass actually. So we'll continue with some brass. All right, so if that's the case, then I need to pay attention to reflections. All right, especially if it's polished brass. So we're gonna get this thing reflecting back. Also, if there's something out here, it's gonna reflect into the brass here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just block out a little spot right in there. All right, and just shade this in nice and light. Go back to this kind of golden yellow. Let's gold it up a little bit. I guess the knob we can make like a dark gray or something. But yeah, enjoy drawing chrome. Chrome's fun. Chrome or pretty much anything shiny, because it's challenging and just makes you really think while you're drawing. So I like doing chrome. So here, for example, all right, so I've got kind of this brass material. What if we have something dark reflecting into the brass, right? So I can maybe throw in spots in there. And right in here. Looks weird, but if something's reflecting in, I guess I could have used a warm gray, but if something's reflecting in, you're going to kind of see that. All right, so if this is like dark out here, that's kind of what you would see. It's one way to turn your mistake into something. I just got this little color fall off here. Maybe I'll match it on this side. So now it becomes part of the sketch. Hello, Oliver. Max, what's up? Okay, so chrome antenna piece here. All right, nice dark core. Maybe a little stripe through there. That might be enough for chrome. And the outline of the sketch, if you want to clean things up, just take like a Sharpie. Just take like a Sharpie, we can clean this up, like so. And maybe some logo. I don't know, but it's there. So let me know where you're watching from too. I'm always curious. I know it's late for a lot of people, but and I don't usually stream this late, sometimes, but not usually. Happy Thursday to you, Trackstar. Let's get a little shadow in here, yeah, boy. All right, so there's our first sketch. I'm gonna scan these as always. Post up Post up on the Google Drive for the Patreons, the channel members, the real ones. Just kidding, you're all real ones, but you know what I mean. They just get a little extra love, and it's all good. Just a little extra love. India, hey Latrice, always solid, always here. Just doing a little nostalgia sketch. I kind of want to darken up this blue a little bit, and I hope I don't mess up the sketch, but it kind of works actually. Kind of works. All right, it looks like something from the 50s. That's the idea. This week the theme is nostalgia on the channel, on the Discord. All right, nostalgia. So I'm going to do Hot Rod. Darren, watching in Dublin, Ireland. Shout out to your class. 6th-year design students. Are they in high school, I assume? 6th year. That's a long time. Shout out to Darren's class. Much love. Thanks for watching. Hopefully y'all are learning something. Hopefully. All right. So this will be my second and final sketch, I think. So let's do a quick hot rod. All right. So hot rod, you know, generally, at least the way I interpret it, some sort of body. Like so. Maybe a little windshield. Taper off in the front here. Wheels forward. These are like big wheels. Maybe some sort of fender. We could just chalk that up as fender and do a little bit of a smaller wheel here. Do lightweight. Remember, it's vintage or vintage inspired, so depends on how strictly I want to hold myself to all this. Maybe you have some like ridiculous engine in the front or something. Maybe we could do something like that. A little short base on our hot rod there. Boom, boom, boom. Side sketch to start. And now just start by sketching out the body. So if you've watched say Scott Robertson draw before, I'm not saying I'm Scott Robertson, so please don't go tell everyone that, oh my god, Spencer said he's Scott Robertson. That's not what I'm saying. But he does a really good job of drawing through things, drawing the other side, piecing things together. If we wanted to, we could do an overlay here as well. This would be a little bit quicker stream probably, as I have to go play Minecraft with the kiddos at some point. Alright, but just keeping it loose here. So we got our main body. Maybe this little meaty bit at the back. So vintage inspired, I would say, is this one. Not necessarily purely vintage. It's not a specific vehicle of any sort. And that's okay. Be a little one-seater hot rod type thing here. And then wheels. We do like a, I'm gonna do kind of a constructed method here, just so I make sure my perspective's okay. All right. Depends on, or depending rather on how wide you want your back wheels to be. I'll use some marker on this too, so don't worry. And I'll probably add some stuff like maybe some sort of exhaust pipe here All right, but I like this line, how it just lines up with, you know, this little mass here at the back. I think that's kind of cool. Do I do many Canson renderings? Have you seen the one I did of the uh, futuristic racer? Or no? Just curious. If not, I can look it up and share the link for you. But yes, I've done a few Canson renderings. There's also a tea kettle, and I believe like a bathroom sink faucet type thing. I'm trying to remember what else I've done on the channel, but all right, so something like that. I'm gonna give this body a little bit more meat, and now I'm gonna come out of this engine compartment, have a bit of a pipe going right here. Something like that. I'm drawing in weird angles and stuff, so hopefully this doesn't come out like a complete hot mess when I start to embeefen things. Embeefen, that's a new word I made up. Embeefen. Oh, you haven't? Okay. I will share the link with you because you know what? It turns out that YouTube, as much as Google is a search company, they don't do the best at indexing things on YouTube. It's weird. Final year of secondary and high school, says Darren. Yeah, happy to have them watch. I'm glad they're enjoying it. Let's curve some of these lines. I kind of want to make this more wedge shaped. So I'm going to see if I can do that. By wedge shaped, I mean like from a top down view, having something more like this with regards to the shape of the vehicle. Alright, so a little bit of taper there. So to do that, I have to make this back just a little bit wider. And then change kind of the position of some of these lines. So yeah, there's still time if you want to sketch tonight. Get in on the challenge. Check it out. I'm going to crop this windshield a little bit too. A little rear view mirror sauce. Right through there. Too many lines, you're lost. I mean, you could do an overlay, but when you have a lot of lines like this, one thing you can do is just add line weights. So watch what happens when I start to just be a little bit more careful here with the outline. So you see this is starting to come together. All right, so it's just focusing on the right parts of the drawing. Right there, for example. I did just draw through my large engine intake block here So I'm going to try and recover that with just thinking creatively here. Maybe a little reflection on this chromed out block or something. Just so that feels intentional. So sometimes, even as illustrators, we make mistakes, but you figure out how to make it work, or if all else fails, Photoshop. So that's okay too. All else fails, Photoshop. But yeah, just emphasizing some of these lines, you can kind of get. I'm just gonna do 3. Let me act like I'm trying to be a bit more cautious here with this front grill. Janosh says, do you have a quick tutorial on ellipses? I do. It's actually one of my most popular videos, but I'll give you 3 links here. It's a great question. And that was, do you have a quick tutorial for ellipses? All right. So here's ellipse 1. That video is super popular. In fact, I think at this point, okay, let me see here. If I go to since uploaded, this one has had 120,000 views just about. So it's a popular one. Here's another one, Janosh. You can check out. All right, this one not as popular, but the algorithm hates me. And then here's one explaining what the degree of an ellipse is. All right, so you can check that out. Would you recommend a great combination of 3 markers that goes well together? Blue, darker green tones. Well, Luca. I don't have a specific color chart. I do have my marker guide that talks about how to pick colors, and explains a little bit about the Copic marker color system. So you could check that out. That's at sketchaday.com. The marker guide. All right, you can check that out. Okay, so I got to do rims. Rims are always hard, especially like classic rims, but let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can do it here. I'm going to just do a series of basically V shapes. If you wanted to map this out, you could pick some points on the rim itself and then just kind of go around. But I'm trying to just overlap as I go here and use like some double lines. If I was being extra super freaking careful, then I would actually map this all out and try and get it perfect, but I'm not. All right, I'm just going for effect. And for purposes of this drawing, that is okay today. All right, totally fine for me today. So once again, all right, I'm just gonna pick a point. Like if I pick this point and this point, I'm just gonna do 2 lines, 2 lines, and then now 2 lines. And look how this one shoots toward the first, right? And then over. And so that's kind of what I'm doing here to create that effect. All right, not overthinking it, not overdoing it. But it gives you that kind of classic spoke effect. If I were doing this digitally on like Photoshop or something, and I really wanted to torture myself, I could go do that. Hello, Seiko. I could do that, meaning get into like super mega detail, or you could take like a 3D model of said rim and just plop it in. Let's get some tread on our tires. I didn't really do the fender here either. All right. So just a series of consecutive. Is that the right word? Concentric ellipses? I think concentric is the right word, not consecutive. Concentric, meaning with the same center. Right. I always say don't draw with your wrist, but sometimes it's handy. I would say if you're learning to draw, don't draw with your wrist. That's what I would say. Trying to decide if I even want to do marker on this sketch, honestly. I might just keep it pen. Keep it pen, keep the stream short. We're making good time. Why not? Just a little bit of Sketchaday Live. Thanks for joining, everyone. Thank you, Seiko. The theme this week for the weekly sketch challenge that we do is nostalgia vintage, so I thought let's do some vintage stuff. Vintage stuffs. Like old things. And I know some of you like cars, so why not? Why not do some sort of old car? At least, if not actually old inspired. All right, let's do a quick pen shadow here. So we got the wheel, got the body, wheel. I'm just doing a simple drop shadow. So meaning there is a light. I guess that'd be flipped, but we have a light coming from above. So if the light's coming from above, the shadow would be directly below. Which actually, as it turns out, works with the construction lines that we use to create these bounding boxes for the ellipses. So it's another way to kind of hide some of your construction lines aside from using line weight. Yes, Rogu vlogs, I have been. Actually had someone come by my house today and they were like, hey, I'm trying to earn some money. And I was like, cool. I don't want to buy anything, but I appreciate your hustle. Here's $20. He was like, oh, I can't just take your money. I'm like, I just appreciate your hustle. I don't want to be on a list. I don't want to subscribe to anything that I can't cancel later. Just like, here you go. Why am I sharing this with you? Well, I've been that kid. I've been in that position where I've had my struggles in life. Hustle is super important, for sure, and I respect the hustle. So I know you may not believe me, but I've had my fair share. So take it for what it's worth. But you can push out of those circumstances for sure. It's harder for some than others, but it is possible, right? It is possible. hit that line a few times. Okay, Sicko, is it Sicko? Is it still confusing for you? Too many lines? Or a little bit better? Just curious. Like I said, everyone, I'm not being super careful today. So, just quick sketch. Quick sketch, relevant details, the end. Alright, nothing too fancy here. Just make this feel a little shiny. Shiny! Name that movie. Fish are dumb, dumb, dumb. They chase everything that glitters. Ooh, ooh, fish dinner. You smell like seafood. Great movie. Oh, speaking of movies, TV, whatever, I think someone asked me last time I was streaming, do you watch Attack on Titan? So I started watching season 3 again because I never did finish season 3 the last time I was watching. Pretty good. Pretty good. It's a little intense. Been watching One Punch Man with the Man-Child as well. That's pretty fun. I don't love season 2 as much as I did season 1, I will say. But decent show. After we watch all that, we're gonna watch... I know. I should start him at Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, but we're gonna watch Dragon Ball Super. I'm gonna explain all of it. Maybe he'll want to watch Dragon Ball Z on his own time. That's fine. It's fine with me. So yeah, I'm keeping this pen for sure. I'm not gonna put marker on, so I'll just add a couple lines for shading here. This is a Papermate Flare pen, by the way. If you are in the US and you don't mind using Amazon, I know people have different reasons for not using Amazon, but you can get a pack of 12 for, I think, $9 at this point, something like that. Pretty affordable. Papermate Flare. I'll post a link here. It's a great way to support me, by the way. I'm just saying. It's an affiliate link. I must disclose that to you. Actually, all the links are affiliate links. It's one of the ways I... Okay, don't spoil Attack on Titan for me. Do not spoil it. Alright. Kiddo loves shiny crab. It's a good one. Hello, Noah. Is it Moana? Yeah, it is Moana. Shiny. Fish are dumb, dumb, dumb. They chase anything that glitters. Fish dinner. Fun fact, I love karaoke. I also just got fully vaccinated. I know not everyone wants to, which is cool. That's your prerogative, but I'm excited to go karaoke again. That's gonna be fun. I am a karaoke fiend. It's been too long. Also went back to the gym today for the first time in a long time. Been working out at home, but that only gets you so far. So I've been I got back to the gym. It felt so good. But yeah, I'll be in Chicago next week for a bit, so things will be a little bit spotty. Have a little work trip there. Be the first time I've traveled in a long time. In a very, very, very long time. Alright, I was going to do like an old shack, but I'm not going to today. So, with that, I will wrap and recap. What? Karaoke is good. Hey, Charlene, one of our patrons. I got your message. I will hook you up after the show. How can you improve and draw like me? Practice. Practice every day. Or as I say, every damn day, practice. Watch, they're going to demonetize my video for saying damn. Oh, you live in Chicago? Cool. I'm doing a recording for a TV show. That's all I'll say. So if it comes out or when it comes out, I will definitely let you all know. But I'm gonna be recording some content. Also, normally Rogue vlogs, I would be like, hey, I'm gonna be at this bar at this time and let's hang out, but it's a super fast trip, so I'm not gonna be able to do that this time. But if I'm there again in the future, I absolutely love meeting people, and I would happily do that. At least meeting the people who watch. So yeah, it'll be fun. Thank you, Pranoy. Alright, so this is our second sketch we completed today. Little hot rod thing. There's some stuff I would change on this, but overall, for what we did, fairly quick, reasonable. We also did this quick marker sketch of a radio. Definitely like keeping the shows a little tighter today. If that bothers you, let me know. If you'd like to see a longer, I mean, I've done 3.5 hours before. That was a bit much. That was a bit much, but I appreciate you hanging and watching, and I feel like people are more likely to watch if it's not too long. You know, how long can you watch someone talk and sketch, right? Easy. Okay, so these are my two sketches. I'm gonna sign this, boom, and I will scan and upload to the Google Drive for the patrons and the channel members. So once again, shout out and thank you to the channel members and patrons for your continued support. Much love to you, much appreciation. High fives and hugs and adulation for your contribution. There's our sketches today. If you want to get better, and that was a great question, Sergio, how can you improve? One of the best ways you can improve is by, of course, practicing, but teaching is one of those things that really can help you level up very quickly, because when you have to go and explain what's happening, it forces you to think about why you do what you do and how you do what you do, to break it down and share it with someone. So I say that on every stream, but I do mean it. Take some time to teach someone. It's going to help you understand even better. All right, but keep practicing. Of course, keep watching. I'll be back tomorrow. It is Friday. We will do Fran Friday. Join the Discord. Submit your vintage nostalgia related sketch. It could be your favorite childhood toy. It could be a marker that you used 15 years ago. Whatever the case may be, tell your story, share your sketch. I'd love to see and share that with everyone tomorrow. Thank you, Latrice. Much love to you as always. Solid. Appreciate your support. If you ever need anything, I got you. And that's to say, Latrice has been a fan for over a year now, and without getting too sappy and weird, it means a lot. It means a lot. So thank you for believing in me. Believe in all of you. Keep sharing, keep learning, keep doing what you do. All right. So remember, as I always say, passion is the process. I will see you next time tomorrow, right here on Sketchaday. Take care, peace and love, and hug your family, I guess. I don't know how to wrap it up. All right, take care, everyone. Thanks for your comments. Bye-bye.